Hey, what is going on, everyone? Tom here, the consultant. Welcome back to the channel. Today is January 11th, 2023, and the markets have been pretty much on fire for the last few days. Coming out of the weekend, we've seen quite a bit of movement in the crypto space. So what we're going to dive into right now is some technical analysis for a few of the coins that I track, and for the most part they're the ones that I find most reasonable to really kind of track at this very moment. So let's go ahead and start off with Bitcoin. So if you've been following my other videos, I kind of go back and kind of explain some of this other these other trend lines here, the support and whatnot. But we have been tracking a little bit of a trend here coming out of November. So towards the end of November was our most recent lower low. And we kind of bounced off this area. I guess we can call it a double bottom for this section here. And we did kind of trend up, and we've seemed to have found pretty decent support, or more of a consolidation zone around the 16.4 to 16.5 area. And we kind of see that here. We've been bouncing around, kind of testing the upper limits, trying to go up past 18,000. Now, the last time we hit 18,000, or at least when we broke it, was where was this? It was about mid-December, about the second week in December. We hit this high here at 18,000. We dropped back, retested, but we failed to stay at this level. Instead, we fell back down again, down to 16.5, 16.4, and as low as about 16.2. And again, it was when this trend line is about when we started to really kind of track this here. And again, 16.7, 16.6 is kind of where we've been seeing a little bit more of this consolidation. And since the weekend, since Friday the 6th, so that'd be last week, Friday, we've been kind of doing this nice little stair step, and you'll see this across the other crypto coins that we're going to cover. But it's been this nice little stair step on the way up, and then we finally kind of had a really much larger breakout to the upside, breaking 18,000. So that's a really good sign. I know everyone's like, oh my goodness, yeah, we're in this crypto rally. I would love to believe that. However, we have, in my opinion, we've got quite a bit of turbulence before I would even consider this to be a crypto rally. First and foremost is we have, I haven't marked up this chart in a while. We have this area here, which is our previous high. What is this high? Previous high of 18,400. So at the moment, according to the futures here, we've only reached 18,300. So one thing that I do want everyone to kind of keep in mind when we start seeing these breakouts, kind of like we did here, is unless you're a breakout trader. If you're a breakout trader, in my opinion, you've already your play is probably already done. In my opinion, this is a 4-hour chart. Your play is already done. I would not be a buyer at this level. Now, of course, none of this is financial advice, so do your own due diligence, do your own technical analysis. This is basically just to kind of more or less be an addition to what you already have. And I do the same thing with my technical analysis. I do this right here, and then I go and I research other what other people's thoughts are. So let me take this a little bit further. So we have a significant high at which we are at, okay? And here's the thing with double tops. Most people think double tops are just up, oh, it's a double top and then it's down. But they fail to really kind of understand the reasoning as to why it comes back down. There's a saying in one of my books, and I'll leave the book down in the description below, but it's a really well-known Bloomberg chart patterns analysis book, and it talks about how major tops, and I believe I have a short somewhere in one of my videos that talks about this. The major tops is basically the exchange of securities between strong hands to weak hands. In other words, when consumers start to see that there is a rally, people start to buy. They really try to get behind it, and kind of like, yeah, let's ride the wave, let's ride the rocket straight up to the moon, right? And really, where these double tops form, you start to get pressure. And this is strong hands exchanging their position, meaning they're selling their position to weaker hands, which then brings back down. They sell. Why is it going down? I'm selling. I'm just, I don't know why this is happening. I'm just going to sell. And then the strong hands come back in what we normally call consolidation zones. So keep this in mind when we look at these other tokens here. But one other thing I do want to point out is we are still in a downward channel. So I think at this point, it's appropriate that we extend this out. So this kind of paints a little bit more of a not so great picture. This run up here is really great. However, I think in the combination of this potential major top here, I'm going to call it a major top, because I think it is significant in regards to the rest of the chart. This downward channel, I think, is going to be quite significant. This is two reasons, this and this, to be cautious. And when I see more than one signal here, it's kind of a yellow flag. Maybe not a red flag, but it's a yellow flag. It's to be cautious. Wait for a breakout, a pullback, and confirmation that we are going to hold this level before you start buying. Okay, so that's really all I'm going to say about Bitcoin. I don't want to beat the dead horse here. So let's kind of move on and see how the Bitcoin chart relates to these other coins. Okay, so moving on to Ethereum, we kind of see, so again, this is 4-hour chart, kind of see a somewhat similar pattern. However, let's look at this. Okay, so we have, let's see, man, I have not looked up these charts in a while, so let's do some analysis here. So we got a high, we got a, and what I'm doing here is just kind of pointing out some, oh, damn it, come on, some highs that kind of stand out to me. So we got one here at 1350, and actually that's about 1352. So you can honestly probably, I don't want to draw any more lines here, but you can see that, we've kind of stayed in below this line here. I'm going to change that. Let's go to purple. Wow, that's not a good color. Let's go to pink, I guess, whatever. We finally broke the 1350 area. We're in the 1400s, and we've already started to pull back a little bit. And again, this is at that downward channel. Okay, this is that down channel that we were kind of seeing similar to Bitcoin. I mean, I could actually probably extend this back a little bit more, but for the most part, we are at this area that we've broke here, and we're kind of seeing a little bit of resistance. We do have a breakout, and we do kind of have a upper, a rising channel here that's kind of formed, since the end of November. So that's what these purple lines are here, is to kind of keep track of this little channel here. So Ethereum is, kind of in the same spot. I would kind of be in a holding pattern. I would expect that we're probably going to float back down here to 1350. We may trend, sideways here, possibly through the weekend, and before we make our next up move. So, looking at this chart, I think Ethereum is in a really good spot. But the sad thing is again, everything follows Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin seems to fail for whatever reason and pull right back down to 1650, it's going to drag everything else with it. So again, guys, you have 1, 2. Now, I would say you probably have one indicator, second flag here. You have your down channel. Okay, so that's 3 kind of saying, be a little cautious. We do have a breakout, which is a good flag, but we still have cautious flags outweighing the number of buy signals for us. So, but again, if you're a breakout trader, then you already know your play is already done. Okay, you've probably already, hopefully, taken some profit, and you're probably looking to get back down here after you find some confirmation of support. So keep that in mind again as we kind of roll through these. I haven't actually looked at BNB in a while. So again, 4-hour chart, BNB has I don't know, there's not really much to say about BNB. It's kind of in a weird state here. It's like sideways, but I mean it's got a big band at let's say 460 all the way down to 180. So it's got a lot of room to bounce around. So let's go back to the daily. Again, we are looking for some more significant highs. I'm gonna take this off. Can't make these here. So we got our recent high, not a recent high, a previous high here. And well, yeah, I don't know about this, but we'll get to that when when the time comes. We're still at 286. So here, I'm probably going to be looking at let's turn this back on. What is this? Probably somewhere in this area. I need to get away from this color. There we go. So right around the 292 area. So I think this is probably going to be in line with our Ethereum and our Bitcoin level in terms of where we're going to start to see some resistance. However, BNB doesn't necessarily have a whole lot of room for what we would typically look for in support. I mean, we could say probably somewhere in here, right, going from about the 270-ish level, and then potentially what we would see, trying to find a good one, probably somewhere in this neighborhood. I'm just going to do it here. Probably somewhere in the 280 level. I would actually probably say about 281 to about 285 is where we might find support, but that depends. I think if we go up to our previous high here, but about 292. So honestly, I think this is kind of in line with what we're seeing with Ethereum and Bitcoin levels. So not, in my opinion, not much of a play going on with BNB. Hopefully, if you guys are a holder of BNB, you took advantage of the consolidation in the 240s. I know I did. I still hold my position in BNB and BNB, Litecoin, and FTM. I've closed most of my position because I am expecting a little bit of a pullback. Again, not financial advice. Do your own due diligence. So this is kind of what I'm looking for in BNB. So let's move on to Litecoin. Litecoin has been an absolute beast in my opinion, and has by far been probably my most favorite coin to trade since probably about the end of October, early November is kind of what I've been trading, and it's just been absolutely amazing. These consolidation zones have just been superb, and taking profits. Not gonna lie, I did take profit in here, and I think I ended up reloading when right before the breakout, so I was kind of in a deficit in terms of like the current trade that I was holding, but I was still up in terms of the profits that I had made along the way. So that was kind of that was kind of my doing. Just being honest that I sold up here and then I kind of reloaded around this level and it pulled back. So but again, look at this. This has been awesome. And again, look at Litecoin. Okay, so we hit a high of 87 and we've started to retreat back. Okay, so we've got about just a little over an hour on the 4-hour candle. So depending on what this shapes up to look like, hopefully it's not like a shooting star and people kind of take that as a sign of potential double tops, major tops along the way with other coins. So again, we have a high here at 83, 84, and currently 87. So I think this short-term rally here, I think it's great. We've been doing some nice stair stepping, but I think we're going to end up pulling back here over the weekend. My best guess, and this is what I plan to do, okay, is looking at the chart currently. I am more than likely, hopefully, going to be looking for one of two plays with Litecoin. One is going to be probably reloading here, and probably honestly it's probably going to be, I don't want to say I'm going to be waiting till 87, 80, 85, or sorry, 70, 78.50. I'm not going to say I'm going to reload at 87.50, but by all means, if it does pull back, I will. But more than likely, I'm going to be looking between probably 80 and 83 to reload. So that's going to be my play. Because I think we've got some really good consolidation here. Back in the 70s, we failed and it went up with ease. So, a nice breakout in this area, and then another breakout to the upside here, and again. So, again, I love Litecoin. I love what it's doing right now. I love the actual project of Litecoin and where it's going. So I think there's a lot of good things. I think Litecoin has a lot going for it for 2023, especially for the halvening. So let's move on to the last one here, FTM. I mean, if you guys haven't noticed with these other coins, besides Bitcoin, the ETH, BNB, Litecoin, FTM, they all kind of seem to be in the same boat. So we kind of have our consolidation area here. We broke down, had another consolidation area, broke up, and we've broken past. But however, look on this 4-hour candle. Depending on where we end up within the close of the hour of this candle, we may be coming back down to retest 2350 area again. So again, if you're a breakout trader, chances are your play is already done. So I would not be getting in at this at this time. I would be looking at either reloading at 25 once we see support, or kind of think of it as between the 23.20 and the 25 cent zone if we break below 25. So that's kind of my play. I think just about every chart has these areas here, and I guess I can't. I'm not gonna mark that one up just yet, but I mean, pretty much everything looks the same way. I mean, we can do curve, but curves kind of, let me get this out of here. It's not important anymore. Curves kind of the same way. I don't really. I am a holder. I'm a long-term holder of curve, but I don't trade it as frequently as I do the other ones. But I mean, you can see we're kind of in the same thing, same boat, 4-hour chart. you know, where we're kind of in these little, you know, these little peaks. Damn it, freaking magnet. I mean, we're kind of in these little peaks that you kind of have to keep an eye on, right? So it's mindful. Don't be afraid to mark up your chart, okay, guys? I mean, this is what I do. You know, I just start drawing lines and hope the price sees that I've drawn a line and it decides to kind of be like, okay, Tom, we'll save you some money. We'll just, I think we'll hug the line a little bit and then move on, right? That's kind of what we can really kind of hope for in this terms. But again, guys, I think we're going to pull back a little bit before we start to move higher. I could be wrong. I mean, we could just go to the moon from here. I mean, who knows? Go back up to $1 for curve. I would be perfectly fine with that. But you know, for those who actively trade rather than just kind of long-term swing trade month to month, you know, if you're looking to reload, probably just kind of wait for a little bit of a pullback. I would probably expect this to come back to about 65 before reloading, or potentially even 62. So, but you know, who knows? But yeah, guys, other than that, that's really all I got for you guys today. I was kind of rummaging through some of my trading stuff for the week, for the midweek, and I kind of decided to look at charts. I actually hadn't even looked at trading view charts, this particular application, since the weekend, so I was quite surprised that you know, that the charts look like how they do, because I've just been kind of trading on my phone, managing positions, not opening positions. I don't suggest that you open positions on your phone. Yeah, I would suggest you do it on a laptop or a bigger screen where you can actually do some real you know, analysis and actually get a bigger picture. You know, the phone, in my opinion, maybe a tablet, you might be able to get away with a tablet, but a phone, in my opinion, is a little too small to really grasp. You know, really what's kind of going on. Some people can do it. I can't. You know, to each their own. But I saw the charts. I thought I would jump on and kind of give a technical analysis rundown. My version, by all means, go to other people's channels, look at what they're doing, you know, and you know, kind of go from there. But like I said before, I'll leave a link in the description below to the book. I don't think it's gonna be an affiliate link, so you don't have to worry about it. I think the book is old enough that I don't think there's really even very many circulating anymore. But what I was talking about, if you're curious, is called a major top. You know, you can check it out on you know, on the Google machine, and I'm pretty sure you'll find pretty much the same information. Just kind of look over the logic of what is happening when major tops occur. So, other than that, guys, check out the links in the description below. I do have some discounts down there. I have some discounts for free trial and TopStep. I've also got one in there for, I think, 20 or 30% off your combine. If that's something that you want to look into, you guys can check that out. I've got other discounts and stuff down there for stuff like Jigsaw courses, Jigsaw trading platform. Superb trading platform. Absolutely love it. If order flow is your thing and you're looking for order flow courses that are legit and actually used to train prep firm traders, go down there, check that out. I'm not gonna lie, it is a little expensive, but it is worth every single penny. I kid you not. I plan on kind of giving a review on the Order Flow Foundation course here later on. That's probably going to occur probably within the next month or two. We'll see about that. More to come on that later. But also, guys, here soon I will have some announcements coming up on the new website, theconsultant.trade. That is in the works. That is probably one of the things that I've been working on the most over the past couple weeks. It's kind of why my channel's kind of been not necessarily dead, just not posting as much. It's just been kind of a little sporadic. So yeah, I mean that's kind of what's been going on. And all right, man, that was long-winded. All right, so that's all I got for you guys today. I will see you guys in the next one. Later.